Hey, everybody. What's going on? I'm glad to be here with you, as usual. Coming up on today's show, we've got company. John Legend is coming into the studio. Always a lot of fun talking to him. He's a friend of the show. Still. You know how they get. When they start out in their careers, they're friends to the show. Then they get, into it a bit. And then they avoid us like the plague. But he'll be back. He was just here like maybe 4 months ago. Plus, I've got a blind item to share with you today. We'll talk about Mariah Carey and her party last night. Andre 3000 and Anita Baker mixed up in the same story. Mary J. Blige. We'll talk about Jamie Foxx and his new conquest. We'll delve more into the feud between Paris and Nicole. And then during Advice Hour, do you want to know what I want to know from you? And just, when you fax today, it doesn't have to be a whole fax about this, just how much. How much do you spend on your jeans? Because there's this article in the New York Times. I meant to address it yesterday, but I will today about these $600 jeans. And the other week I was at the store and I saw some jeans for $730. So how much do you spend on your jeans and how much is too much and like that? Thank you. And the phone lines are open at 866-GET-WENDY. The fax machine telephone number or fax number is 866-WENDY-FAX. It is what it is, people. It's the Wendy Williams experience.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Now, Dave, you used to be white. So did I. I don't remember the song Lights. Now, I knew the Journey music.
I do remember the music, but I don't remember Lights either.
When I was growing up, the white people in Ocean Township, they loved Journey.
Yeah, big time.
And the Grateful Dead. Riding my train, high on cocaine.
Yeah.
Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind.
Ooh, second verse.
I used to be white.
This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Hey, everybody. Woo, the weekend is here. So glad. Let's talk about Martha Stewart. I remembered. There were a smattering of people who were listening during a particular break yesterday where I started a Martha Stewart story and then I had to go. So I said, the first break tomorrow, I'm going to do Martha Stewart. Watch me remember. I'm going to take my memory pill. See? Now, CBS has made a last-minute change in the May sweeps schedule. They've pulled the high-profile Martha Stewart behind bars. Now, this is supposed to star, this is the second Martha Stewart movie, actually. Because remember, the first one was Sybil Shepherd, but this one's another one with Sybil Shepherd, Martha Behind Bars. Yeah. A very quick turnaround. They were given the green light for it to be a go in March. And it was then... the green light came in March, but they actually scheduled it for May 22nd. Which was also supposed to be the night of the ABC Desperate Housewives season finale. So, I'm glad that they rescheduled Martha Stewart because I don't know that I would watch season finale of Desperate Housewives when we could see Martha Behind Bars on CBS. To me, I can't figure out which one is more interesting. There's a tie there in my head. So I'm glad that CBS, came to their senses. All right, so Desperate Housewives is going to rock on their own May 22nd for the season finale. And on CBS, you're going to see reruns of CSI, so you're not letting us miss anything. And now a CBS spokesperson has stepped up to say, look, we're not talking about when the Martha Stewart movie will be rescheduled, but it's just not going to be during the season finale of Desperate Housewives, a show that I'm not scheduling into my schedule for this weekend because I don't care about the best of scenes from Desperate Housewives. That, by the way, is what they say that they're going to be presenting us with this weekend. Shout out to Candace Christian Brock. They call her Sweet Candy there in Sugarland, Texas. Sweet Candy, I keep getting your resume to be an intern here. The big problem with this is that you are too experienced to be getting Diet Dr. Pepper and Starbucks downstairs and running uptown to get hair. So I don't even know why you're wasting your time even applying for internships. You're already a professional broadcaster. Art, has this come across your desk?
Yeah.
Sweet Candy?
Yeah, I feel the same way you do.
You saw her resume?
Yeah, she's seasoned.
You're too experienced. I can't figure out why you would want to intern here, other than that you're a seasoned jock. So now you want, firsthand of how to, style steal, and then maybe take it back to where you are. I don't know. I mean, and I'm flattered if that's the case, but
this is New York, though.
I understand it's New York, but let me see. She's already graduated from college, first of all, so that's out because, you have to be in college to be an intern here. Then she is a professional jock in Houston, Texas. There's just a whole bunch of radio and TV production and stuff on her thing. Yeah, sweet candy, stop applying for internship here. First of all, you're not in school anymore. You're a grown woman out there doing it. And I understand that an internship in New York would, you feel would benefit you, perhaps better than even professional working experience on the radio in Houston, Texas. Alas, I'm not the one. I mean, because, we can ask you to do the grunt work. So Kobe and Vanessa exchanged recommitment ceremony. They had a recommitment ceremony, exchanging vows again yesterday. It was yesterday at the Crystal Cove in Laguna Beach, California. Everybody ate chicken, mashed potatoes, and asparagus, and there was no liquor, just Coca-Cola. And extra, we'll be covering it in depth tonight, the recommitment ceremony of Kobe and Vanessa. I still don't believe she's staying. She's setting him up lovely. You go, Vanessa. Get him. And if it's true what we're all understanding about you being pregnant, good. Lock him down not once but twice with the baby and then move on. Make him recommit in front of you. Take all the gifts, whatever. Make him think the coast is clear and then serve him lovely. I wanted to get Nicole in here. I didn't go to the Emancipation of Mimi party last night. After all that, and I talked it right up until the time I was supposed to be leaving. But I'm working on my own CD, and Virgin Records already told me, and my executive producer, Headhunter, if the CD wasn't turned in today, then, as they say in the biz, it'd be pushed back. So, we don't want it to be pushed back. I'm trying to put out some heat for the summer. So the release date is June 28th. The product has been turned in today, first thing this morning. In the studio all night last night till 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to, cake off like Mariah, or at least if I can have a piece of that, I'll be happy. You know what I mean? So as much as I would have loved to have been there popping bottles with Mariah and celebrating her success on, her almost gold first week and soon to be platinum, no doubt. Mariah, I was there with you in spirit and in love, and but I couldn't do it. Work before party at any time. That's my motto. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of time to party in heaven. And sleep is a cousin to death. Isn't that what they say, Artie? Yep. No time to sleep and party. Not to party unless you're not getting, only getting paid for it. That's a different story. That's taking me to the Mariah promised land. But just to go pop bottles, I would have loved to, Mariah. But you know how it is when you have a deadline. Wendy brings the heat, volume 1. I got to tell you, we've done all we can do. The product is now officially turned in. June 28th, it'll be in the streets. Nicole was there last night, though. She went to represent. All right, I'll call her in a little bit later on. She's probably back there booking somebody for the show. Art, did you stop by? No.
Briefly.
Are you lying?
Yeah, I'm lying. I'm sorry.
It's really weird because people, I guess, would imagine that we would be, I ran into this guy named Rick. Hey, Rick. He's a principal in Montclair, this white guy. You would never expect that he's a listener of the Toe is a Toe Action. So I'm in the bank before I come to the show today over in New Jersey, and he says, so how was Mimi's party last night? I was like, I didn't go. He's like, you didn't go? Oh. He's like, you didn't go? My sister called me up and she's like, I was going to leave you a message. I thought you were going to go to Mariah's party. I said, no, I can't. You didn't go. Oh. Like, no, I didn't. People are like shocked at that. But there'll always be more parties and always fabulous parties. And hopefully we'll be there for Mariah when she releases her 11th CD. You know? She's co-hosting The View next Friday, April 29th. I'm watching that. Hasselbeck was out yesterday, and so was Star. I got to tell you something. Without Star Jones, that show's not even worth watching. Even though Barbara Walters was there. They had some nondescript blonde filling in for Star, and I didn't like it one bit. I changed over to like reruns of Roseanne. Speaking of nondescript blonde, shout out to New York City. What is going on with the new blonde chick on UPN 9 News? I hope she doesn't think she's just going to saddle in and become one of our regular favorites. She knows she's got to prove her dues. A very cute girl, inflated lips, real blonde hair, glossy, the makeup and stuff like that. But I got to tell you something, sister. Brenda Blackman is our queen. Ooh. And when she's not there, it's Kathleen Trigg and Megan Vega. Don't even try it. Obviously, you haven't been around recently for the 10 o'clock news, the UPN 9. Shakira Ryder died on Fridays. Have you seen the new blonde girl on the UPN 9 news? I noticed her. I'm watching her body language. Everything is okay so far, but I'm watching. She thinks she's going to come in there and, bone the news director and then all of a sudden take our Brenda Blackman, take her job. It's not going down like that. So, did I share with you guys? I know I said it on the radio. I don't think I shared with this particular time of the program. Deborah Scott died. Deborah Lee Scott. Do you remember her from Mary Hartman? Plus, she played Hotsy Totsy on Welcome Back, Kotter. I remember her from Welcome Back, Kotter, but I guess the impact was made for me on Mary Hartman. That was always a show that my parents would not approve of me watching. And, when they don't approve, that's the first thing that you run to when you're growing up, Much like, I guess, this radio show, because it's not for the kids, but, I guess kids listen.
Well, certain kids.
Well, it's for the kids. How you doing? But Deborah Lee Scott had cirrhosis of the liver. Yeah, she drank herself to death. She was engaged to a Port Authority cop named Dennis Levy, and he died in the World Trade Center, and she'd never been the same since then. So, rest in peace, Hotsy Totsy. Keep it here, everybody. You know what? The MOP song from Wendy Brings the Heat is coming up, too.
Wendy, man.
I am looking for a type of job in which I can teach females how to give good professionals. I'm very interested in that. I'm very good at it.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
What's up? This is Charlie Murphy, and you're listening to the Wendy.
The Wendy Williams Experience on the radio. Don't forget today, during the Hour of Truth, John Legend is coming through. And if you're in New York City, he's performing tonight, actually, at the Cherry Lounge uptown in Harlem. Also, everybody's being real good about faxing in how much you pay for your jeans. Just as a little sidebar to your fax, down at the bottom, P.S., I want to know, because there's this article in the New York Times that I wanted to review with you guys a little bit later on regarding, the price of jeans and $600 and $700. What? Dear Wendy, I visit Houston a lot, and I listen to the girl Sweet Candy on the radio there. She's way too sweet and experienced to be your intern. She does a gospel hour on Wednesday afternoons at that station she's on. And no offense to her, but she's real nice and sweet. Too sweet for the experience. Yeah, I hear that. And way too experienced. Sweet Candy, stop faxing. You're already a professional disc jockey. What are you doing with a name like Sweet Candy on a gospel station? I know, just falling in line with the rest of the church. I know. Sweet Candy. Sounds like a pole name, doesn't it? No offense, Candy. This just in. Dateline today, April 22nd, Richmond, Virginia. Michael Brim, a cornerback who played for 5 NFL teams, died in a shootout with another man after an argument about a woman. Brim, 39, was shot Tuesday night and pronounced dead at Virginia Commonwealth University Medical Center. No charges have been filed, and the case is under investigation. Brim had been involved in an argument with Gary Miles, a police spokesperson said. Police found Brim with a fatal gunshot wound in the driveway of Miles' brother's house. The relationship between each man and an identified woman was unclear. Miles, 42, was shot and was in stable condition Friday at VCU Medical Center, a family member in Miles' hospital room said. Brim was drafted in the 4th round of Virginia Union by the Cardinals in 1988. He went to play for Detroit, Minnesota, and then the New York Jets, and then Cincinnati. His career ended in 1995 when he was limited to one game with the Bengals because of an injury. He was born in Danville, moved to Richmond, started several businesses, including nightclubs, and is survived by his wife and 4 children. Yet he was caught out there arguing over another woman. Where's my MOP wow? Is it in there?
Let me do an update.
Okay, how long does that take?
A minute. 30 seconds, you know.
Cynthia Nixon is praising the media, from Sex and the City. She's praising the media now for being respectful of her lesbian relationship. And here's her quote. She says, "There was an undue amount of focus on our relationship at first, but it wasn't so bad. The explosion was soon over and people are very respectful about it." You know why? Because once you come out of the closet, what more? It's almost like you're fearless to talk about anything else. You know what I mean? I think that's what the media, I guess me included, we poke and we prod and we poke and we prod, and once you come out, we all fall back because it's like, hey, what more is there to say except for how you do it? MOP was nice enough to bless me with this hot song right here. Whoa. Dance and Fame were in here the other night in the studio, actually zhuzhing it up a bit. And I just want you to check it out. It's from the Wendy Brings the Heat compilation, which is released on June 28th. And I just wanted to play a bit for you, and then I want to come back and we'll gossip. I got something on Tupac for you. Hit it. Whoa. So, Afeni, thank you, MOP. Thank you. A lot of hot joints on that CD, boy. It's MOP. Thank you, A. Marie. Thank you, Styles P and Demi for putting it down. Thank you, Nas. Thank you, Young Jeezy from the ATL. Thank you, Mario Winans. Thank you, Jadakiss. You know I love you, baby. Thank you, Brooke Valentine. Thank you, Jaheim, Renegade Fox, Marcus Houston. Boy, I left out a few. Definitely. There's like, I think 12? Oh, I forgot. Anyway. Heat-seeking missiles. And Wendy Brings the Heat. Every day is a hustle. Afeni Shakur has announced that the next album of unreleased Tupac material, which will be released in 2006, will be his last, period, end of story, finally. She also says that there will be no more singles released from his current CD, in stores now, called Loyal to the Game. And she goes on to say, we'll do a spoken word album this year, and next year we'll do a final unreleased song album from Tupac, and that will be it, period. She's also in the process of working up a film from childhood to adulthood. Tupac would be 34 if he was alive. Keep it here. Advice Hour's coming up next.
It's Wendy, man.
Jackie Reed, implants or not? There's my answer. Thank you, AJ.
No, Jackie's all natural woman.
And I bet you know.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Everybody needs some.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice Hour.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastic surgery?
Mm-hmm. Hey, everybody, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. Advice Hour is on. And then I wanted to talk to you guys about jeans in this same segment. Hello?
Wendy.
Yes.
Listen, I've had a lot of bad relationships, and I really have a problem with trusting men.
Mm-hmm.
But I have the nicest boyfriend, finally. So sweet. He just treats me like a queen.
How long have you guys been together?
We've seen each other exclusively for like 4 months, but we've been dating off and on for like 2 years, so we've kind of just made it official.
Okay.
He's so good to me, but I cannot trust him. And I believe that it's something that I have to work on.
Yeah.
But sometimes my actions, they just might, I think they might want to push him away sometimes. And I try to explain to him that, I'll work on it. But it's really, really hard.
Yeah.
I do not want to lose him.
I suggest therapy.
Oh, damn.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know what you think. Well, what was your question to me?
Well, you're right. You suggested therapy, and if that's what I need to do, then that's what I need to do. Because
because your inability to trust men, him or any other man, is going to hinder you from having successful relationship,
right?
To any degree. And you sound like a woman who, ideally you would like to one day get married and settle down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we talk about it, but I can't be his wife if I can't even be his girlfriend.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So what I would suggest you do you work a job with a health plan?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Therapy in most cases is covered by, your plan. I would get into therapy right away. And I wouldn't even talk to him about what you're in there about. You don't even have to share with him that you're in therapy if you don't care to. I mean, that's between you and your therapist. It's not like you're cheating on him.
Oh, would never.
And if he ever does find out that you're in therapy, you don't have to talk about it's a trust issue. Just say, you'd rather talk to a stranger than talk to your good girlfriends. They have big mouths.
Right.
I would suggest sooner than later you get into therapy.
And that's just what I'm going to do.
I mean, everybody does it. I do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish you well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Bye-bye. Hello.
What's up, Wendy?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Yesterday, you ran it down on these chicks. Wait, let me get a clear understanding. What's a jump off? A jump off is people, however many number, who want to interact in a sexual act, right?
Yeah, you're having sex with somebody who's not categorized as a boyfriend or a husband.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What about these brothers who be trying to get attached to the sisters who don't want them?
That's not a jump off. I don't know what you call that. That's a stalker.
No. No. I'm saying if a woman is only interested in intimacy, sex, with a man, and he wants to start getting, we become. What about him?
I say break out. I say that leave him alone. And I would say the same thing to a man. I caution men when they think that women are strong enough just to have sex with them with no strings attached. At some point or another, a woman turns soft and pink, and she loses her ability to be hard and black and just have no sex with strings attached. And the second that happens, I tell men, dump the broad. And if that's happening to you, where a man doesn't understand the rules, that it's only sex, dump him. Why would you stay around?
But I'm saying, what's your rules? You read off the rules, like, do it from the back, don't be asking for nothing, blah, blah, blah. What's the rules for homeboy?
Same thing.
Oh, really?
Don't look at him in his eyes. Don't let him look at you. Don't give him gifts. Yeah, the same rules.
I mean, because what happens? Because they do it too. Don't think it's just women who turn soft and pink.
No, I understand. No, men do it too, but the same rules applies. Girls, if your jump off is turning soft and pink and all it's supposed to be is sex, dump him. Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hi, Whitney.
Hi.
How are you?
Wendy, but it's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, can I get some advice from you, please?
Are you a man or a woman?
I'm a man.
Okay, just asking. Gay, apparently, right?
Don't do it, Miss Wendy.
No, I'm just saying you have a feminine swing to your voice. I couldn't tell.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is my dilemma. Okay, my friend moved back from Connecticut. She used to live in New York City. We used to go to school together.
Mm-hmm.
And she just got a new boyfriend. Mm-hmm. So I went over her house for dinner the other night, and come to find out the boyfriend that she goes with now is some guy that I used to deal with back in the day when we were younger.
Guy.
And he's going to tell her, don't be with me. I'm in trouble. But he just don't want her to know. I'm about to blow up his spot.
I would tell.
You would tell?
Yeah, well, you know what?
But we were younger, though. So I don't know.
It doesn't matter. And you're still gay, aren't you?
Down, baby.
Okay. Well, and I'm sure so is he. And she needs to know.
All right.
Tell.
Thank you, Mom.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Now, I know I say stay out of grown people's relationships and stuff like that, but this is not even a relationship. This man has just entered her life, so therefore it's not a relationship. Head her off at the pass. Towel down. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Hey.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Okay, listen. I am trying to go back to school. I'm 24 years old. I work full-time, but my problem is I have a boyfriend. We live together. You listening?
Uh-huh.
Okay. He was going to go to school also, but now he's decided not to go. He got a promotion at his job. So now he wants me to stay also. And I don't know if I should continue on with my plans to go to school or if I should go to school and keep working.
He's only your boyfriend. Do you? Thanks for calling.
Oh,
bye-bye.
Bye.
Sometimes I wonder why you guys call about things that, you know, like you could you could possibly solve things. You know what I'm saying? That's just a boyfriend. I didn't hear anything about no baby involved. That's not a fiance. There's no future plans. You know, in respect to relationships where you're boyfriend and girlfriend, but you have to know when to put the word just in front of those relationships. You know, because if it's between me and you and it's a boyfriend, it's about me. Or if it's a girl, it's about me. You know. Let's talk about jeans. Rachel says, Wendy, I have a jeans budget. The most I'll pay for jeans is $70. I wear DKNY because they fit well. Sometimes I can go to Marshall's and find them for $29. Bonnie in Westchester, Pennsylvania says she pays $150 to $200 for her jeans. Dan is working in Philly. Dan says, okay, I must confess I have a pair of $600 Dolce & Gabbana jeans hanging in my closet. The most expensive clothing purchase I've ever made, not including my suits. He said he used to go to the Gap, but the jeans fall apart. I used to think that $150 to $200 was expensive until he went to Express with a friend of his and realized that they're charging almost $100 for their jeans. Okay, Tiffany's in LA and she says, I usually spend at least $100 to $150 on jeans, but my boyfriend thinks that's too much. This coming from a guy who just bought a pair of $400 Evisus. $400, please. When we were out in LA and we were over at the mall, there were a pair of $750 Evisu men's jeans. And I was like, don't even think about it. Oh, please. Oh, I apologize. Let me find it, shut it down, and continue. I will confess to you that I scored a pair of 300. I'm working. That I scored a pair of $359. Did I unfurl those for you, Art, in the office? The True Religion jeans that I got at Bendel's the other day?
No, but I know they're expensive.
No, this pair was really expensive, and I don't know what kind of drug I was on when I bought them. I had them for 24 hours, realized later on the same day that I bought them that, what am I doing? I'm returning them, and I returned them. I'm wearing Levi's today, you know. Let's continue with some of you guys. Chino says, the most I've spent on a pair of jeans is $150, but I usually spend around $50 to $80. Okay. $700 for a pair of jeans is ridiculous. And this, by the way, is coming from a person who works at Christian Dior watches. And it's Sunshine. And Sunshine says, over $100 is too much, but I know people who pay $300 and better. Tia says that she doesn't buy any jeans over $150. Monique is 19 and says that she usually buys Pepe jeans that run her about $75 to $90. Expensive jeans for her start at $130. $30 for jeans. This is what Evil Diva says. I hear what you're saying, Evil Diva. She says she wears her Levi's super low stretch and believes that nothing makes your behind look better than those jeans. That's what I have on right now. These Levi's super low stretch. You're right, girl. I don't remember paying $30 for it. Maybe like $58. I get my other Levi's, though, at Costco. Right there in the juniors bin. I wear junior size 7. Teresa in Yonkers says she would never pay $600 or $700 for jeans. Mimi pays $100 for jeans, and she wants to know if jeans are appropriate at Lounge 42 tonight, her $100 jeans. Yes, Mimi. I'll probably be wearing my $58 Levi's. And you zhuzh them up with good shoes and good makeup, full-blown hair, and a nice top. I do have to say, I did buy 2 pair of the exact same True Religion jeans. One pair to cut off and make and then the other pair that I keep the bell bottoms. And I have some jeans from the Joe Jeans Company. They're really good. And I have Hudson jeans. But I'm all those jeans are like, I think the most expensive pair of jeans that I have might be like $250. And that's maybe one pair. As a matter of fact, I just got them from the custom jean shop downtown next to Jeffrey's. And you know what? And I was kind of pushed into buying them, too. By somebody who was like, Wendy, you know, people are looking now. And you can't keep going to Kohl's and buying mud jeans. I was like, why not? Kohl's has cute jeans. I love mud jeans. And I love Paris blue. And they're reasonable. But this person was like, no, girl, you have to. So, you know, the sucker that I am, I said, well, okay. You know, I had a couple extra dollars in my pocket that day, and I said, yeah, all right, I'm going to go out and get some jeans. I got some Joes and, you know, whatnot. But that's it. So there was this article in the New York Times. That's why I'm talking about jeans with you, and I appreciate you all who responded. It's titled, Who Pays $600 for Jeans? Blah, 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 goes on into how jeans are the big business now. A pair of women's jeans from the Evisu private stock will set you back $425. It's too rich for my blood. Is that too rich for your blood? Now, even if you wear jeans every day, like there are women who would spend $600 on a Prada suit. So why wouldn't I pay $600 for jeans? Because I don't wear suits. Jeans are my suit. I wear them every single day, pretty much. But I just can't rationalize that. I don't even wear suits, but I would see myself spending $600 on not a Prada suit, but a Prada suit hem. Because you can't buy the whole suit for $600. But you understand what I'm saying. I just can't. Anyway, Levi's Vintage, $325. Subi jeans, $19. Nudie vegetable dye jeans, $468. Blue blood jeans, $272. It's just like ridiculous. And I don't see where they make your butt look any better than buying the correct size mud jeans at Kohl's and calling it a day. That's all. That's it for the jeans. I just wanted to share this article with you. If any of you all saw it, it was pretty interesting. I'm so glad I returned those overblown jeans. Did you see them? They had like cut bandanas on them and stuff like that. They were cut and faded and ripped to shreds. And I was like, no, I didn't just do this. I'm returning them. I returned them and I bought an evening shirt to go over my Levi's that I can wear to the club tonight. Put the rest of the money back on my credit card and called it a day. Advice Hour continues next. Keep it here.
Well, you have 10 seconds to say something.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, just 5 seconds.
Oh, I don't mind saying something.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Where can I get a good colonic in Manhattan? How about that? 866 get Wendy.
It's Wendy, man.
You can go on the stand fees, but the point is keep your mouth shut. Anybody from the streets knows that. You never talk on nobody.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Right now, you can get the guaranteed best prices on cruises with our Price Guarantee Plus. Just go to Expedia.com and select Expedia Cruises.
Expedia.com.
Restrictions apply. See site for details.
It's 107.5 WBLS, today's R&B and Classic Soul and the Wendy Williams Experience. The Shadow Nightclub is free every Thursday night. Did you go last night? Did you check it out? Well, tonight the Shadow Nightclub is open again. It'll be elbow to elbow. And then Saturday, it's packed again. Now, looking forward to the month of May. On May 6th, WBLS and the Shadow are proud to present Lisa on the Big Shadow stage. That's May 6th. That's Mother's Day weekend. Ooh, baby, I love you from head to damn toe. Apparently, she's not performing with the Cult Jam because it just says Lisa here, but that's what's going on. Shout out to everybody at the Shadow. So, what are you making of the Michael Jackson trial? I no longer watch it on E. I wasn't really watching it on E to begin with. I thought I would be reporting on it every day. I just thought it would hold my interest, and now E's not even running those shows on a regular basis. Now, I understand that Macaulay Culkin's going to be taking the stand, and I understand Larry King will be testifying. He's been subpoenaed by the defense to testify at the trial of Michael Jackson. And but Larry King says that he wants to take himself out of the situation. I hear that. And Macaulay Culkin, people are it's out there a bit that somebody saw something inappropriate happen between Michael and Macaulay at Michael's house. I don't know how true that is, and I don't expect Macaulay to throw Michael under the bus because Macaulay, remember, is Michael's children's godfather. Macaulay Culkin is, yeah. And then Simon Cowell is up in arms over Ryan Seacrest getting his Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame. See, I thought that Simon would have realized even before many of us did that if you can buy one of those stars and get, write petition, you too can have a star on the Walk of Fame. I thought we were finished with this, but Simon is horrified. And that's the word that they use to describe. Horrified that Ryan is getting his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame after only 10 years on the small screen. Well, I didn't know that Ryan Seacrest, it says after only 10 years on the small screen. They say he began his TV career as a correspondent on Extra. Then he did some show called The Entertainment Magazine, and he's been hosting American Idol since 2002.
Stellar career.
They don't even mention his radio work, replacing Casey Kasem and stuff. I didn't even realize that the Ryan Seacrest has been around for 10 years, but apparently Paula and Randy joined Ryan 2 days ago for the unveiling. And Simon sat out because why, everybody? He was horrified. Shout out to everybody in Hempstead. The WBLS Short Shots are coming at you tonight at 7 o'clock. They're going to be playing over at Hofstra. They're taking on the Harlem Wizards. Yeah, at Hofstra tonight at 7 o'clock. Hofstra University. We're keeping you connected with our community. And by the way, you're still listening for your cue to call in and win your share of our $100,000 cash guarantee, too. Oh, you know what? Tonight, I'm going to be in Mount Vernon at Lounge 42, which is 42 West Broad. The hottest new grown and sexy party in the tri-state area. I encourage everybody from Long Island and in New Jersey as well. Oftentimes you all feel as though you can only party if stuff is in your actual neighborhood. Get in your car and come to Mount Vernon. And if you don't, well, you're missing out on a great time. Aren't you tired of seeing the same old people when you party? It's a grown and sexy party. The doors open up at Lounge 42 at 11 p.m. I get there around 12:30. The WBLS broadcast, which I host, is actually from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. And this is all tonight. And then the club doesn't close until 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? Chuck Chillout's doing the music. The last thing he said to me before he left today is, Wendy, what time, does the broadcast begin? I said, 1 o'clock in the morning. So you can get all your curse words out because, you play the curse versions of songs probably from 11 to 12:59. And at 12:59, make everything clean, Chuck, because we're on the radio. And then at 2 a.m., we can both get back to cursing. Even when I do my hollerations and my shout-outs on the mic, I got to remember, okay. Yeah, fall back. John Legend's coming here at 4 o'clock. I know tonight he's going to be at the Cherry Lounge in Harlem. That might be worth a drive-by after the lounge. I'm going to be in Jersey City tomorrow night, too, at the Gallery. So, Phyllis Diller hurt her head and neck when she fell out of bed in her Brentwood mansion. Well, gee, she's 87 years old. Is that what you just call a plain old injury, or do you call that a damn near fatal accident at 87 when you fall out of bed?
Call it Alzheimer's.
Listen to this. She has a big bruise on her forehead. I think she blacked out. She just awoke, and the housekeeper came in and found her on the floor. Diller, 87, was hospitalized after the incident early Monday. Well, fine. If you don't have an appreciation for Phyllis Diller, then you obviously don't remember the Flip Wilson show. I'll be there, and so will Killer. All right, I was just trying to make pleasant conversation. We have all ages of people that listen to this show. There are some 87-year-old people right out there right now like, oh, not Phyllis, So thank you, everybody, for being here thus far. We continue with Advice Hour next on the Wendy Williams Experience here at 107.5 WBLS. Thanks.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
We have 2 CDs for you in this prize package today, and some other nonsense from the Wendy Williams Experience collection, including I Love Wendy Williams buttons and Wendy Williams Experience bookmarks. They're hard and they're plastic. And then when you read, you can use my bookmark to mark your books. It doesn't have to be my book that you're reading when you read anything. Or you can use it to break into your man's house to find out who he's with. It's stiff enough you could slide it through the door like a credit card, girl.
You got him. This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
I don't know where my baby is, but I'll find him somewhere
Alrighty, everybody. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. And we're still in the middle of Advice Hour. So let me check out some of the things that have been sent to me. Dear Wendy, I'm 25 and I'm a female. My fiance is 32. We have a child together and we've been together for 7 years. He's a good man, no problems. My only problem is that he plays his PS2, was a PlayStation 2 and Xbox all the time. She puts 7 L's in all. Wendy, you haven't seen anything like this. I'm talking about as soon as he gets off work, he's on his joystick. I can't complain much. Those games are making me, I can't explain how much those games are making me sick. I've tried everything to get him off, but nothing. He pauses them for a second to do the necessities, and then he's right back to the game. Please give me some type of advice and help me. And no, he's not cheating on me, and I'm not cheating on him. Signed, Game Hater. Well, you're 25, he's 32. It's what guys like to do. I mean, I really don't see a problem. That's probably his way of de-stressing. You know? My best advice is to buy him another cartridge. You know, it makes it easy shopping for gifts for him. Right? Just a thought there. Let's see. Dear Wendy, my concern is that I have a sister, my father's daughter from a previous marriage. My sister's 27, blah, blah, blah. Now, my concern is that my sister looks nothing like my dad or any of his family. Now, I love her to death, but my question is, I can't help but wonder if she's really my sister because, well, her mother ran off while she was married to my dad and then decided to tell him that she was 5 months pregnant afterwards. Who leaves her man and then decides to tell 5 months, okay, afterwards. What sense does it make, so on and so forth, yada, yada. Her final question is, do you think it's wise for my dad to still suggest the DNA test after all these years? Well, she's 27. Or should we just let it go and live in doubt for the rest of our lives? I mean, it would be up to her. Has she ever doubted that your father is her father? Because, you know, if your father passes away and he has money to divide, are you concerned that she'll get the same amount as you and she's not really your sister? Do you love her like a sister? Is she remotely interested in getting DNA herself? I mean, you'd have to have a conversation with her about it. And right, everybody? I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Let me see what else I have going on over here. Damn. I don't know what I did. You know, I had Vice Hour all planned out. Had my faxes in front of me. Okay. Dear Wendy, I'm 33 years old and I've been listening to you since the 80s. I need a little direction or maybe some assistance. On March 1st, I went to the city around 1:30 a.m. in a snowstorm and waited outside 9 hours to meet Jennifer Lopez and so on and so forth. I went through the whole process and now it's my turn to meet her. The first thing she does is notice my earrings, and I mentioned to her that I work with her former principal, and we passed a few words, and then I get up the nerve and pass her a note with the earrings attached that I've made and asked her if she would wear them. She took the letter and she started looking at the earrings, and she looks at me and she says that they're beautiful, and then she looks me dead in the eye again and she says that she's going to wear them. In the letter, I ask her if she could hold off on wearing them until I contact her again, since I'm working on a patent for the earrings. So now I have the patent ready and I'm ready to contact her. I'm just not sure how. Do you have any advice about how to go and contact Jennifer Lopez? I'm making a brochure with the earrings and setting up my website to take orders. I should have these ready sometime in May. I would like to send you a brochure so you can see some of my designs too, Wendy. Ms. Calderon wants to know how to get in touch with Jennifer Lopez. Well, first of all, your reasoning for asking her to wait is so that you can say something on your website like, as seen on Jennifer Lopez. Knowing that Jennifer Lopez is this superstar who either will wear something by happenstance or charge you if you're using her, as seen on Jennifer Lopez. I would say that when you gave them to her and she liked the earrings and she said that she'd wear them, that you should have just taken that as an inspiration for you to continue on with your mission. Now that you have your patent, I would just go forth and make the brochure, kind of put the whole Jennifer Lopez thing out of my mind until maybe the next time you know that she's going to be somewhere where you want to go and see her. I don't know how to contact Jennifer Lopez, but I wish you well with your endeavor. And that's great that she really liked the earrings. Maybe one day what you can do, first of all, is you can go on the web and look for all kind of celebrity photos and stuff and then buy all the, celebrity magazines. And maybe if you happen to see a picture where she's wearing your earrings, then you take that picture out and then you put it on your website, as worn by Jennifer Lopez. See? And you have an arrow pointing to the earrings or something like that. But, dear Wendy, I've been seeing this guy for 9 months, and we've both established that we are good friends. We do couple stuff and all that, but we're not together like he says. Now, he told me the other day that he has a girlfriend now, and as of the day he told me, he also said that he doesn't want what we have to end, and he said he's a good friend of mine. Now, he knows I'm in love with him, and I'm so hurt by what he said because I didn't expect it. He told me he didn't want a relationship now, but then he tells me that he has a girlfriend. Me and him went to a wedding before. He went to the wedding with me the other day. Why would he? He wants to keep you as a jump off. You see, you all are friends and you're friends with benefits because you have sex, but he never envisioned you from day one as being good enough to be his girlfriend and possible marriage material, which is why he has a girlfriend and you're the side chick. The writing is on the wall and it's as plain as day and you don't see it. And my best advice to you would be cut off the sex because he's said to you non-verbally that you're not good enough to be the main girl. And you perhaps deserve better. John Legend's coming up next hour. Keep it here.
It's Wendy, man.
She says, I know that Tyrone doesn't care about me. She says, he looks at me like I'm just a piece of, and I look at him like he's just some.
The Wendy Williams Experience.